Hey guys, Joe Anthony here and Wendy. Happy Saturday to you guys. We are live. We're actually broadcasting, making this video, and we've got some great things to announce to you guys for the month of May. So we wanted to, basically start doing some really amazing videos and educating a lot of you guys, because things that we're learning and finding out about stem cells and what they do, how they work, and stem cell injections, what they do, and some of the side effects and things, that people are starting to feel after getting them. So Wendy and I, she's done some research, I've done some research. Both her and I have basically been wearing an alternative to stem cell injections for what, Wendy, now? It's like almost going on a year and a half.
I have one right here today. This one right there, and I have one in the back of my neck.
Now, can you explain what that one is doing, what that one does, just so that...
Which one? This one?
Right. What does that one do?
This one makes me happy.
Okay. That's always a good thing.
Yes, that's the truth. It's just a simple answer, but yeah, it increases dopamine naturally. It uses sun or light energy, just kind of like the way the sun reflects off of the cholesterol on our skin to make our body create a vitamin D. This patch reflects the sun and makes our body produce dopamine.
Yeah, that is really powerful. And then you said that you have another one. So you are wearing a few different ones, because I noticed you also had one on your hand. And
yeah, and the one in my hand, there's actually on the other side, there's a brown, I can't see it. There's one on each. And those are because of all the pollen in there, it's been giving me a little bit of a headache. So these actually help with headaches. And it's called the Ice Wave, and you put the white one on the right side, and they're like on acupressure points, I think is what they call it, and you put the white one on the right and the brown one on the left, and it just kind of helps with like headache. That's why I have that one today. I don't wear those very often.
that's really
extra 9 on the back of my neck, which is the main patch we have.
Right. That's the one that I'm wearing also. So among the ones that you just listed, I have some of the same ones. And we're going to talk about stem cell therapy that's non-invasive. So we're going to talk a little bit about what some of the side effects of stem cell injections and what non-invasive stem cell therapy really means. Wendy was doing some research, and I know there's a lot more information that we're going to be telling you, and that's why we wanted to make May, the month of May, the whole month of May, Wendy and I are going to be focusing on stem cell therapy, non-invasive, as an awareness month. Because everything now is like awareness. Like, today's awareness day for this, for that. It's like, we might as well have one for stem cells, because guys, you have no idea. It's like you don't know what you don't know about stem cells. And so,
well, it's kind of interesting. I don't mean to cut you off, but like all the different, medical conditions that there are, awareness for, breast cancer awareness, ALS
right.
awareness, all these the ones, the stem cell patches are all actually an awareness for all of those too, because they can treat and heal almost anything. So it's very important.
That's a great point, Wendy. That's a great point. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that is so true. Because once you understand what stem cells do, and see, I think that's what the public is still in the dark. Like, they don't really get what stem cells, what their role is.
Their role is everything. Like, from our skin to our blood to our bones to our organs, everything depends on our stem cells.
Right. And for many years, the invasive part of it is what has driven the cost up and has created side effects and has maybe even created like a black market, which I don't know a lot about, but I know some of the sources where they're getting these stem cells, and they're coming from aborted fetuses. So if you're pro-life, then you would be anti-stem cell injection if you know that a good majority of the source is sourced from aborted fetuses. You know what I mean? It would be like a contradiction. On the one side, you want babies to live, right? So you'd be against abortion, right? Like the Bible teaches. But then on the other side, you're like, oh, I want to live younger, longer. Like I want to get rid of the pain. I want to regenerate and repair dead tissue, or help my body to heal better or something, right? So you want the stem cell injection. So that's where this is it's confusing for a lot of people, and that's why this.
They don't all come from that. I mean, some come from, not that, but some of them that come from even other things have been known to cause, and that's what we're going to talk about today, bacterial infections in people.
Right. So maybe we can just highlight, people can get bacteria infection in so many different ways. Like when you go to the dentist, sometimes if you're in the hospital, you can get staph infections, you can get different bacterias. Sometimes you can get a bite from like an insect bite or something. There's different bacterias that we can get, but this is something really that should concern all people, is that you're getting an injection, right? So you're having a needle, but it's not the needle itself, right? It's the side effects of what's in the needle, right?
Yeah, it's an invasive therapy, and anytime you have something invasive, there's always potential consequences and side effects.
Yeah, so the risk outweigh, and that's what we're trying to share with you guys, is does the risk outweigh the benefits? I mean, let's face it, who wouldn't want to have your injuries like regenerate certain parts of your body? I mean, like just as an example, with my case, I have a rotator. I injured my left shoulder, so rotator cuff. And to avoid surgery, I would have probably gone to stem cell injections, right? Which is invasive. But the risks may outweigh the benefits. Like I could get a bacteria infection. Is that what you're basically understanding?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's been different kinds of bacteria that they found, and people have gotten bacterial infections from the injections. They even have found E. coli infections in those people. They've gotten E. coli from the injections in numerous, like not just one place, but throughout the U.S.
Yeah. So what we want to do, guys, is we want to make you aware of an alternative. And back about 15 or more years ago, there was an inventor, David Schmidt, who was working for, I think, the way I understand it, he was working for some part of the military, like Navy SEALs that were in submarines or something.
Navy SEALs, yeah.
And he was helping them to have energy longer because they were spending extended time in the submarines, that they needed to have more energy or something. It was something. So he created these type of patches that you're just looking at, like Wendy has and I have, So we're wearing these, and by wearing them, they were enhancing their energy, but they were there was no side effects. Like there was no ingredients. There's nothing like chemical or pharmaceutical or anything that would invade the bloodstream, right? Because of the technology, because of what you described, that science, that light therapy, that uses light and activates our different, I guess it turns on different signals in our brain that will produce more like dopamine or help stem cells to activate if they're dormant, helps the body to activate our stem cells, which we're losing every day. We're losing stem cells if you're not activating new ones, right?
Yeah, one of the main things that it activates is a copper peptide. That's that wakes up and activates new stem cell production.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we want to bring to your awareness is that stem cells, we lose stem cells in our 20s, we start losing them, and you're losing stem cells every day, right? It's like our bodies lose cells, like we eliminate dead cells and then we produce new cells, right? Skin and so forth, and just our entire body. But what's happening is as you're aging, something is not allowing these stem cells to continue at the same velocity or quantity that they were when you were in your teens and early 20s. And all of a sudden, when you're 30, you losing them. And 40, you're losing more. And 50, what is it? 50, you have like half life of stem cells.
By the time you're, it was like by the time it was like 80, they're like 95% gone. It was like, I don't have the gene, but but in like they just dramatically, like every 10 years, it's like not just small, this dramatically goes almost to nothing. And so that is why when you get older and you break a bone, it takes forever to heal. Or if because we need our stem cells to heal. So even though we're not going to stop the process of growing old, we can make it to that when we are old, we can still heal and we can still live better and live happier, more healthy. And, we break something, we don't have to be like, okay, I'm not going to heal because I'm too old. No, we can still heal even if we're old. We just have to figure out how, like with these patches, to get our own stem cells to start making our bodies heal again.
So for the whole month of May, here's what we're going to do, guys. And I'm sort of coming up with some ideas, and I think you're going to come up with some ideas too, Wendy, because I love your ideas. When we put both of our ideas together, it's like, who knows what can happen. So we wanted May to be an awareness month, and Wendy and I are probably going to do some amazing things to do that, to help you guys start benefiting from what this technology that we are using, not the invasive type of stem cells, but the non-invasive light activated stem cell therapy. And so Wendy and I are going to probably put our brains together, not on this video, but we're going to be announcing something, and then we're going to do something for the whole month of May that is going to give you guys an amazing opportunity. Some of you might even have opportunities to sample some of our stem cell patches for free. But you're going to have to, follow us on Facebook. We have a non-invasive stem cell therapy Facebook group, which you can be a part of. And a lot of our May announcements will be in that group. Wendy has been amazing at posting almost daily. And I'm going to basically kick in too, and we're going to be doing some cool events and who knows, we might be coming to a city near you too. That might be a surprise, if we can get enough people to show up, and hopefully, with the social distancing, because in some states I know it went from 6 feet down to 3 feet, and I think the next phase is like no feet. So you might have to still wear masks, guys, but we can probably fit some of us in a small enough space, and we could probably do some live events. And if we can do some live events, Wendy and I will actually patch you in real time. So if you suffer from any pains like neck pain, back pain, leg pain, any pains anywhere, arthritis, whatever you are suffering, if we come to a town near you and there's enough of you, we will patch you guys. We will get you out of pain. Like my rotator cuff, no surgery, right? We have patches that can actually get rid of pain within minutes, right, Wendy?
Yeah, the ice blade, the one I'm wearing today, like literally like within a minute, or like I start feeling it right away. Yeah, they really help. And I don't really need to wear these. Like I said, it's just because of the pollen and the hair making in my head.
Yeah. I know. I used to suffer bad too. I totally, and I'm thankful, because I think some of it is because I'm wearing the patches, and some of it is because I'm doing other things to, help my health. I'm just grateful and thankful and grateful that I can have this body and health, and I can help make other people aware of what we're doing. So we will see you guys on the next video, and stay tuned and keep watching.